But let me tell you something. Purpose is staring you in the face and say, whenever you get ready, I'm right here. I'd already created you for this purpose, and I will not let you do that purpose. And I don't care how much you cry about wanting that, you ain't get that until you master this.
Mama know you cringe when I make out like we was poor. Like I only had a meal or two when it's really 3 or 4. You my Don the West man, finish your core. Sons hardly live with dads, but who's needed more? Dad, I know you cringe when I make out like you weren't there. Like I only ever saw you Christmases and New Year. Men will be men, what I witness ain't too rare. You're still my nigga if you care. Yeah. Granny probably watching over me in disbelief. Disappointed in me every time she see me. You know the saying, practice makes perfect. But I'd be perfect if I practice what I preached. It was a lack of TLC that made me creep. It was a sister with a voice that made me weak. It was a child of destiny who made me free. Now I couldn't stop the sugar babes, it made me sweet. Have you ever picked a rose just to analyze the thorns? Have you ever played chess just to sacrifice the pawns? I've seen the devil in the flesh and tried to grab him by the horns. It's been death after death without having time to mourn. Have you ever been in hell when given paradise a thought and felt paralyzed when trying to push the man inside forward? Growing up, all my brothers wanted to be filthy rich. I went legit and got a sanitized fortune. I got brothers with spare time watching the clocks. I know trappers turn traders watching the stocks. Dumb bitches with smartphones as common as dogs. I see them gentrify the ends, demolish the blocks, and then televise events. You can watch me the spot. Hard to recognize my friend when he forgot who he was. I said, how can I depend on any block that's been lost? See, every night I just repent and pray God isn't gone. I'm from the bad block, shootings, stabbings, crack spots. If bro and them can't find your team, they'll shoot the mascot. Pussies can't walk in my shoes, man, a Sasquatch. Yeah, never bet on yourself and get the jackpot. Drop 60 on Jewels, this kettle can run. It's already tripled itself. Shh, I grew up with who was there. Question never gets the truth, you dare. Talking in the station wasn't cool unless it's cooler fam. Talking about the flavors, deja vu. When the coolest there, who knew that all this pain up in one room would make us fortunaires? So many artists backs the wall, it's like the Louvre there. You can swim or you can snorkel here. Sinking ain't an option round this ruthless fear. They grew up square, if you knock their turkey teeth out, bet the lawyers want us souvenirs. I got some readies in my pocket. Worked at Daniel Compton, got some skellies in my closet. Between Telly and the Tornado, you smell on me as profit. The only thing we're promised is we'll end up in a coffin. Hope you stood for something or fall for everything. Justin adjusting some freeze if I ain't blessing it. But the cred's legit, whoa, that's the vibes. Got you all in check like I was Buster in these prime. Shooters them on deck, but I ain't puffy in these shines. Looping off your necklace, best you took in all those diamonds. Survivor's guilt, I didn't learn about the Bible still. But I know the big man up there blessing me, but time to snitch. Cause eventually, time will tell. Protect legacy, worth a couple quid so I can comfortably decline. Any sellout offers cause these companies be trying it. Just buried 90, held a shovel, it was tiring. Witnessed my mother big and daughter weeping irises. Became a father after Nana closed her eyelids. 12 days before my son, they didn't meet. After my mobile speech, I went to watch her sleep. One day we'll up your white, pour out beverage. Bubba, look in the sky, that's where heaven is.
Dear Sky, why you take long to reply to my messages? All this teenager shit got you moving insensitive. Yeah, they say I'm in my field, she's my sanity therapist. But until you have a daughter, you won't understand anything. Everyone can run the game from on the side of the pitch. Niggas trying to call the shots, I get you shot for a drink. If it's a dog-eat-dog world, I'm on some Doberman shit. I go gorilla on you apes and put my hand on your chips. You ever seen badness in the form of a gift? A man will give a man a box so we can rob him for it. The word Jinnles made me know what being talented is. Now man, I getting paperwork to make it work in their favor. I'm out the game. It ain't about all of the times that I got to play. The real win was having the freedom to start again. The business is in profit and Green Machine is the name. I'm selling weed over the counter, I'm shotting ounces again. Full circle. I ain't blaming shit on my race, we can all hurdle. Went from being underground in my shell like a small turtle. Now I'm Michelangelo and I'm painting the color purple. My rain can make my mother retire, but that's a job in itself. She rather work herself to death than let me give her the world. Already saw the woman king watching you father the girls. So as long as I'm your prince, I give you diamonds and pearls. The Bible itself, there's nothing in my life I withheld. They're living for the queen's head but wouldn't die for the tails. I'm giving all my team bread, forgot a slides for myself. I really had to wear the trousers, had to tighten the belt. They tailor fit, in the verses I'm Jada Kiss. I made a flip, selling Bobby Brown and Taylor Swift. I make him sing like I'm Ghetts with his greatest hits. Man, this ain't the Last Supper, this is catering.